How's it going, everybody? It is about 4:45 on a Sunday afternoon. I'm down at the end of Soi 18. If you look off in this direction, you'll find Soi 23 on the other side. That's where Soi Cowboy is. Terminal 21 will be just left of that. And the BTS tracks is straight ahead, less than a kilometer on Sukhumvit, a Sok station off to the left. Again, the end of 18. This little side Soi, that's the end of 18. And this little side Soi heads over towards Soi 20. So I haven't walked over here in 6 months or so, so let's go down and see what it has to offer. And right off the bat, the Dara Mansion, Sukhumvit 18. I'm just eyeballing it. They look like beautiful large units. I don't know if these are condos or apartments. Oftentimes when it says mansion, it's an apartment, serviced apartment slash hotel, but these kind of have a condo feel. And just across the street from that, I've walked down this street a couple of dozen times and I never noticed this little boutique hotel back here, the Casa on 20. So this little side Soi is picking up the Soi 20 address, I guess. Well, here's the Casa. And then some other private homes. Let's see what else is back here. I mentioned in another video, it's always in the back of my head. Well, you know what? I think this is the, yeah, that's the boot. Is this another place? Yeah, one's Casa and one is BB Boutique Mansion next door. I'd always, oh, sorry, buddy. Yeah, he's protecting his area. I'd always considered in the back of my head buying one of these Thai 4-story shop houses or buildings. I have a couple of friends that did it. In fact, the movie club, shoot, what's it called? The Freeze Green Movie Club over on Sukhumvit, Soi 22. That's exactly what it is. He built his own private movie theater. The lobby is down below. People gather and there's a bar. I think it's 400 baht a year to join, to become a private member. And all kinds of interesting movies around the holidays. It's a Wonderful Life, that kind of thing. But then sometimes it's Tarantino Wednesday. But his home is just impressive. For one thing, it's 10 or 12 foot ceilings. You walk in, it's all beautiful wood. If it's not teak, it sure looks like teak. It's all polished and really nice. That got me thinking years and years ago, this would be a great way to live. But for now, renting my condo is just fine. Here's another side Soi off to the right. And these look like just private homes. And again, I gotta watch the doggies. They're not crazy Soi dogs, but dogs are loose in Bangkok, and I really don't have any business walking down to the end of this Soi, so he's gonna let me know. Yeah, these are just some private homes. That's nice too. I like these old wooden houses, but after being a homeowner a few times, yeah, I don't know what the upkeep is on a 60-year-old wooden house in Bangkok. I'm sure it's complicated. A lot of weather in this town. And as we're popping out on Soi 20, there is something called Do Dream Hair, which it says it's on the 3rd floor of this building. And that might be the overflow from this large outfit. I see people in there in the barber chair or whatever ladies call it. And also on the corner is the Dream House Thai Massage. So this is what we did. We came on this little side Soi from 18. We're tucked away back here about a kilometer or less off Sukhumvit. So now we're halfway down Soi 20. It's closer than I thought. If I look down the way, you can see Sukhumvit and the BTS tracks. But what I'm going to do is go off in this direction, about that same equal distance, and go down to the end of Soi 20. And then I'll start the video from there all the way back towards Sukhumvit. All right, I've walked down to the end of Soi 20. If you see off in the distance that traffic, that is a little side Soi cut through to get over to Soi 22. But we're gonna do Soi 20 for now. So from here to Sukhumvit, less than 1 kilometer, and we'll check it out. The first thing on the left here is the Gush Cloud Influencer Marketing Talent Agency Creator Studio. It's a small film studio, I believe. Yeah, dead end street, private. Also back there is the Australian International School, Bangkok. And right on the corner, this is the GM service department. When I first considered moving over to Bangkok, and I don't know when that was, over 10 years ago, 10, 12 years ago, I was a huge airline miles and points guy. I still am, but I was crazy back in those days. And I went to a lot of these service departments, and I would say 50% of them accepted a credit card. Some of them tried to charge you the 2% visa fee, which may or may not have been fine. If back in the day I was trying to spend the minimum spend on 5 credit cards, each one maybe $3,000 in 90 days, yeah, it would have been fine to pay an extra 2% to be able to pay 6 months rent on one of these service departments. But when I moved over here 2 years ago, I checked a couple of service departments. Well, I checked 4 maybe, and neither of the 4 said they would accept a credit card. So maybe that's changed. I'm not positive, but it is an option. I know some of my friends use Airbnb. Now that comes at $30, $35 a night. So you'll have to decide if it's worth putting it on a credit card or signing a 12-month lease and paying $10 a night. And down below the GM building is a coffee shop and a Pilates studio. And just across the way, I'm making a concerted effort to not pan like a spaz. I watched a couple of my videos on a big screen, and these pans like that were super annoying to me. So I apologize if you're watching any of my older videos. I didn't really realize, but right there, the I check in residence, Sukhumvit 20. I'm not going to walk back there. I'm running out of daylight, but where you see that gentleman walking, you can see it on the right. Just a 4-story hotel. And this looks like a nice residence, the Golden Tulip Hotel. It's from Golden Tulip. Maybe it's hidden away in the overgrown shrubs. It just says number 39. Golden Tulip, your landmark, is another beautiful building. I don't see the name anywhere. And it looks like we're going to have a brand new restaurant or something here soon. Yeah, I wish I could see the name of that place. If you're looking on Google Maps, and I wish I could put up the Google map for you, but I've been copyright hit twice now by Google Maps with my Baja California videos, so I knocked that off. But look up the Golden Tulip and this building right across the way. When you hear different YouTubers, including myself, say, hey, check out some of these older buildings, they're oftentimes larger. Well, this is what we're talking about. 9 out of 10 times, there's still going to be a pool and some kind of a gym. It's just the hallways might be a little less polished. They're going to be clean. The Thais sure take pride in their properties, and they might not replace the tiles ever, or even paint the hallways. That might be every 10 years as opposed to, and I'm making all this up, a fancy building they might be painting every year. But space is what you're looking for at an affordable rate. Yeah, check out a 20-year-old building. This place, I'll get the name here in a second. I think it's the Baja Mansion. And it's funny, I was just talking about making Baja California videos. All right, I guess it's not that funny. It's the Raj Mansion. I've walked by a dozen times. I always thought it was the Baja Mansion. But this is an interesting building. Not far. If I had to estimate, well, let's see. These 3 buildings off in the way. On the other side of that building is Terminal 21. So maybe a 2-kilometer walk, maybe less. Not that far, but if you're not wanting to walk at all, yeah, it's tucked away a little bit. And this is the Mill Mall Sukhumvit 20 building. And in here on the bottom floor is one of my favorite barbecue places in town. This van out of the way, the Smokin' Pug. I don't know what else is in the building. I see Korean barbecue, dry cleaners. But right there, the Smokin' Pug, this is their second location. Old-timers to Bangkok will remember the Smokin' Pug down by Lumpini Park, and it's still there. This is the second location. Bart, real nice guy, an American from, where's he from? Maryland. Where's the Naval Academy? Annapolis. And we sat and talked sailing for an hour. And getting our boundaries, that's looking up Soi 20, heading down towards Sukhumvit. Here's the, I don't know how you say it, the Millie Mall or whatever it's called. And that's over here, Smokin' Pug and all. It's a 3-story, different fancy restaurants, and I need to get in there and explore. I've never really been up on the second and third floors. But at the end here, this is where you get into, you can spend as much money as you'd like in Bangkok. Look up the prices on this Millennium Residence, Sukhumvit, with helicopter pad on the roof, and you might be surprised how expensive things can get. And here's a place called Grain, which I'm just going to assume is vegan or vegetarian. Next to a place, Casa Lapin, specialty coffees. Well, maybe it's not vegan, the acai and superfood bar. And here's the Millennium. I've always seen these towers. On the other side over there, you have a nice view of them from Benchikiti Park. I think there's at least 3 towers, and they all have helicopter pads, so they're really easy to spot. And back out on 20, there's the Sabai Sabai Massage and a place called Harry's Residence, Sukhumvit 20 Guest House. So I'm assuming some affordable, basic rooms. Nothing wrong with that. And here's the 7-Eleven on the right. 7-Eleven has an app, which I don't use. I have a 7-Eleven probably 50 feet from my lobby, but many people find it really handy. And right before Harry's, there's another little side soy over here. Looks very short, but I'll go take a peek. Oh, there is another little hotel back here, the Amari Watergate Hotel. And Amari, yeah, at Paul's Fashion. So maybe you need Paul's Fashion to be open to check in. I'm not sure. Maybe arrangements can be made. And just across the street at the Sashan Court, looks like a nice building with a cafe and bakery attached. Oh, the bakery has baklava and Turkish coffee. There's another peek at that Harry's Residence. Diva Lifestyle, which I'm assuming is a ladies' hairstyling beauty shop. And we're up to the Regency Court building, which looks fairly spacious. And that is just across the street from the Do Dream Hair, where we started this whole thing. There's the BTS in the end. You can see how far you are to Sukhumvit. Not far at all. But right here where this Toyota is making a turn, that's where I started the video. And went back to the end of Soi 20. So here we are. And now we're heading off towards Sukhumvit. And this is the, ooh, it's a hotel. I'm forgetting, the Novotel Hotel. Try not to get hit by a car here. You'll find Novotels all over Bangkok. And there's the Dream House Thai Massage. Looks pretty nice. This Soi 20 has a lot of nice hotels in the more affordable range. I know there's a Courtyard by Marriott down the way, and a Best Western will pass. And I'm sorry, the light is not so great, but here's the prices. Let me see here. I don't know if that helps. It's so hot here. I'm usually out walking in the later afternoon. Sun will be down in the next 45 minutes, so I'm walking in the shade. So hopefully it's coming out. Oh, the Novotel also has a burger place, a burger and olives, something. No, what's it called? Gourmet bar. And across the way is a place called Infinity Well-Being, which 9 out of 10 times I would guess that's a spa in an office-like setting. And this is an example of a fancy tour van. They usually hang out in front of the hotels and try to get business for the next day. They're nice, but talk to your person at the desk in the hotel. They can usually make the best arrangements. And here's the Best Western with 20th Street. Is that the name of this little restaurant down below? Looks like they have plenty of specials. I see a breakfast something promotion for 169 baht. And just across the way from the Rembrandt, which I know is on the next street over on Soi 18. But oftentimes these large properties, they go in between the two streets. This might be the garage back entrance, and the lobby's over on Soi 18. And right over here is a place I've gone in many times. It's called The Deck. Just kind of a nice garden-like setting. And I'm 99% sure the deck is dog-friendly. At least I would guess the deck area down below. So bring your dog, enjoy some Bloody Marys on a Sunday morning. In the back is pure vegetarian Indian food. I can't read the name. Safas, maybe? Or Saras. Okay, sorry. Getting a little tired, I guess. Yeah, this deck's kind of a fun spot, and they're doing trivia. I'm not sure on Wednesday night? Maybe, no, Thursday night. So you will have to reserve a table. This trivia, it's kind of a big deal. If it's here or at the Royal Oak, that's where they do it on Wednesday. You'll be hard-pressed to get a table for 4 if you don't make a reservation. And there's Sarah's. I like Indian food, not always vegetarian. I like a little chicken mixed in there, but this might be a great place to try. And just across the way is the Arun Rosh Tower. I'm not sure what's going on next to the deck. It says GM Estate Hotel and Service Departments, so maybe that's upstairs, retail space below. It's brand new. And here's a little place called the D. Raj Residence, 3-bedroom and 2-bedroom. Looks like a 6 or 8 story unit. And off in the distance, not even a football field away, you can see the BTS tracks. That's Sukhumvit. And here's the Courtyard by Marriott. My buddy, who was it? Scott stayed in here, and he said it was really nice. Here's a peek at the lobby. And across the street from the Courtyard, you have the Windsor Tower condominium with some businesses in front, something called The Bangkok. I'm not sure. It looks like it's under construction, but I'm guessing that's the Windsor in the back. And maybe these are restaurants. They're attached to the Courtyard, the Reet Factory and the 20&1. I see a bar in there anyhow, so I'm guessing it's a restaurant. And just across the street is a salon and hair next to Hamon Hamon, which I'm assuming is a wine place. Yeah, it's just peeking in the windows. It looks like a kind of tapas restaurant. I keep telling myself I need to explore this place, and it's I just never have. The Tastoria Hotel with the Felice restaurant down below, and the Flashback. I think it's an 80s rooftop bar. I need to get up and at least check up that rooftop bar. It's only on the, whatever that is, 10th floor, but looks interesting. On the chalkboard it says buy one, get one free from 5 to 7 happy hour. I'm assuming, yeah, that's at the Flashback with acoustic live music. And if you're into your Swiss cuisine, the Chessa is right behind the hotel, along with Café Richard, traditional French roaster. I'm assuming that's coffee. Let's go back and take a peek. And there's the Swiss restaurant. And I don't see the coffee place, so they might be one and the same. I'm just confusing myself. Where those people are walking, that's Soi 20. And this is why I like to get out and look around. There's always things popping up. This Bottega dei Vini pizza and wine bar. I don't remember it last time I was here. They do have a sign that says now open. So check out this new pizza shop right on Soi 20. How you doing? Yeah, I talked to the gentleman. He said they just opened. So I definitely want to give that a try. And here's some delicious street food as we get up to Sukhumvit. And there goes a Lala Move truck. I've mentioned it in a bunch of videos for good reason. Download the Lala or LALA Move delivery app, and I moved all my condo from one condo to another for nothing. I think it was 600 baht, and that included him helping me from the 29th floor down to the truck. It was a bigger truck than that. It was like a enclosed truck to the, what am I on, the 27th floor of my new building. I gave him a nice tip. I couldn't believe we did all that work for less than 20 US dollars. So check it out, Lala Move. You can also just move a dresser or one item. I used it to move my entire apartment. And I've watched a few games here at the sports corner, almost on the corner of Sukhumvit and Soi 20. Nice little spot, but I never noticed there were a couple of small hotels tucked away back here and something called the Libertine Bar. There goes the BTS entering the Asok station in about 2 minutes. 2 minutes, 20 seconds. So let's take a peek down this little side. So yeah, never been down here. Been on this little street where Sports Corner is 100 times, and still I find something new every time I'm walking around. No, okay, I have been on this street. This is Soi 20 down where those folks are walking, and then we come over here and we're getting into, I think this is a Soi 18 alley. So I definitely have been here, but this is the drop-in Bangkok. Looks like an affordable place to stay, very close to the Asok BTS. Yeah, I didn't know you could connect from that little alley over here to Soi 20. And here on the left, across the street from the sports corner, are 3 smaller massage places. I'm not going to stick a camera in their face, but that's where they are. That is Sukhumvit, and that's it for Soi 20. Across the way is the Radisson Blu. And a short distance at the end of this traffic, they're all waiting for the traffic light down at Asok Mantri. Will be Terminal 21 and the MRT Sukhumvit. And this doesn't have to do with Soi 20. I'm actually up at the top of Soi 22. This is the Marriott Marquis. They've opened a beer garden on the side of Benchikiti Park. And back in the distance there is a side entrance to get into the new M-Sphere Mall. Well, now they have this new beer garden set up here. And you can also cut through a gate just down the way. I'll show you where it's at, and cut through the air-conditioned M-Sphere. I keep saying Hemisphere. And end up over on Soi 22, kind of where Buddy's Grill is. You'll pop out right in that area. So right here at the pickleball and volleyball courts. Right there's the side entrance to get into the Marriott Marquis and the new beer garden area. And that's the new M-Sphere Mall. Plenty of free workout equipment lines this. I believe it's an 11-acre park. And here's the new side entrance. So you're not saving a ton of time. Right there where the BTS is, that's Sukhumvit. But if you're in the park and you want to cut over to 22, get a nice blast of air conditioning, or there's hundreds of choices of food in there, bring down to the park or hit the Gourmet Foods grocery. And I'm walking home from Soi 20 to Soi 26, and I always take a lap around the park. It's a nice park to check out, but it also adds a few more steps to my hike. Get my mailman steps in for the day. So thank you so much for checking out this video on Soi 20. I appreciate you watching, and have a great evening.